Good evening. I think you all have a copy of the draft 6-year plan and construction budget. I have extra copies if anybody is interested. If you don't mind, we'll get started on the one that's in the landscape format. As you can see, there are 3 funding sources within this current 6-year plan. The first one is the Commonwealth Transportation Board formula unpaved road fund, which goes in fiscal year 2018, 19, and 20. It expires after that time frame and is picked up at the very bottom list, which is the district grant unpaved road fund, which is through fiscal year 21 through 23. The the third from the top are the telefee funds that are collected in this county and reallocated back into the county. And the total dollar value for the 6 years is $464,604. If you'll turn to the next page. I think most of you have been through this before, but just to recap a little bit, if you look at the first heading line, we've got a breakdown of the road name and a description of the project, the termini, and the length of the road. We also have a description of the type of project that it is. The next column has the estimated cost breakdown for the project, as well as what the anticipated advertisement date is, existing funding, additional funding required, and then the distribution of funds within the next 6 years. So the first project that shows up on your list is Route 638. This is Natural Well Road. It's a bridge replacement project. This is not funded through your secondary program. It actually comes through our district bridge program, but because it's on the secondary system and it receives construction dollars, that's why it shows up in your plan. But none of your allocation that's on the front page is distributed through those 6 years. The next project is Rucker Gap Road, Route 781. This is a rural rustic project. It's 1.9 miles long. That one is under construction now and expected to be completed this year. Next project is Route 607, Jonestown Road. It's a distance of 1.3 miles. Surface treat, it's a rural rustic project. It receives its final funding after July of July of this year. That one, we intend to start the pipe replacement on this fall. It will likely not be completed until next spring. The next project is Stone Mountain Road. This is Route 611 for a distance of 0.4 miles. And that one will receive its final funding in July of next year. And we were able to accelerate Stone Mountain Road and also Longdale Station Road. We had some projects that were completed under budget, and anytime we get a chance to do that, we try to bump the money down to the next project and try to move it forward in the schedule. So it's good news on those two. Next project is Longdale Station Road, Route 639. Again, 0.4 miles. It's a rural rustic project. Receives its final funding in fiscal year 2020. Next project is Natural Well Road, Route 638. Not to be confused with the bridge project. This actually is a rural rustic project for a distance of 0.4 miles. Anticipated to receive its final funding in fiscal year. That should be 2021. Correct that. The next project is Sycamore Bend. This is Route 637. Again, a rural rustic project. 0.8 miles. Will receive its final funding in fiscal year 22. Next project is Turner Road, which is 0.8 miles. Again, a rural rustic project, and it will receive its final funding in the last out year of your plan, which is 2023. Now, the remaining line items that you see there's 3 that are countywide codes that if we have something unexpected come up, we can charge to. Just if there's a traffic issue or some engineering that needs to be done. And as you can see, normally we don't have any money allocated to those in the out years. The reason why you see that now is we had some funding that was going to expire if it wasn't attached to an ongoing project, and these are as-needed projects. So we had to do a little rotating around. You all are not losing any money. It's just a matter of rotating it so that we're meeting the requirement that our programming office has. We have the second attachment that you have. This is in the portrait view, is a very similar type of information that I just went over. It's a slightly different format because it goes through each individual project with the line items for distribution. I can go over that if the board would like. I'll leave that up to you.
Lots of zeros on that one.
There are lots of zeros in the entire plan. It's certainly not as robust as it used to be.
That's precisely the information from the first page, correct?
The first page is identical. The following pages are a breakdown of each individual project that we went over and an allocation of each of the funding sources within those 6 years. It's very similar information, but it's more budget line than general project information.
Still no results, so we could add it to it. The blinds that you were going to put up, test blinds between the interstate and Valley Ridge.
They're actually not a part of this is for your secondary system only. I have asked our traffic engineering section, that was a safety project, which comes from a different funding source, but those should be installed. I'll make sure that I call them first thing in the morning.
Hey, what's up? My name's Chad, and I'm with a band from Covington, Virginia called Chad Nickel and the Loose Change. And we're excited. We can't wait for you to check us out live in June at the Homecoming Festival.